There are many of us here that you are carrying God's instruction. God has already spoken to you. It's not that you have not received the word from the Lord, but it has not manifested. It has not yielded fruit in you because you have not obeyed. Many of us here, listen, we will carry the instruction of God for years without doing, and we will have no result. The Bible told us about when Jesus and his mother Mary, when they went to the wedding in Cana of Galilee. Do we remember the story? Do we remember the story? Yes. I know we chant that Jesus turned water into wine in Cana in Galilee. That is what we know. And it's not wrong. But there is something that happened there. Is someone there? There is something that happened in that meeting. It was not just that Jesus turned water into wine. The Bible did not tell us that there is something Jesus did and the water turned to wine. But when we look at the scripture critically, we will see that it was the servant obedience that brought, that gave the miracle of water turning into wine. Are you still with me? The Bible said in John chapter 2 from verses 1 to 8 that when they went to the wedding, you should know this story now. I think I've used this as an example several times. But let me say it for the benefit of maybe someone who just knew Jesus. So if you know the story, glory be to God for you. Let us that don't know, let's look at it again. And yes, even if you know it, there are so much that God can reveal to us in what we have known for years. Are you here? The Bible said when they went for the wedding in Cana of Galilee, and they got there and the wine finished, they informed the mother of Jesus that they had no wine again. And when she approached Jesus, she gave the servants instruction. She said to them, whatever he asks you to do, do it. I believe that it was coming from someone, from the mother of Jesus, who knew his son, who knows that the instruction of God most times does not make sense, who knew that the instruction of God most times contradicts the laws of men. Are you with me, child of God? Mary, the mother of Jesus, knew that what is coming next, as the Lord is speaking to you right now, that the instruction that he will give you even after this meeting, even as the word is going forth, that the instruction he is reminding to your spirit may not be logical to you, but that is why he is God. He said, I will use the foolishness of men to shame the wise. When we are following Jesus, what God demands for us is humility. Hey, my God, are you here? Are you hearing the word of the Lord? If you are not humble, you can't be used by God. If you are not humble, you can't see the supernatural. Because many of us, we will dissect it, we will doubt it, we will try to do like Peter, who the Bible said is a professional fisherman. And when Jesus gave him an instruction, he began to tell him, you know, I have done it before. You know, I know how to do it. I know my way around the sea. But the Bible said, it was not when Peter was arguing that the miracle happened. Peter received when he obeyed God. It was when he laid down his net that he was able to harvest. Listen, my God, my God, my God. There are many of us here that you are carrying God's instruction. God has already spoken to you. It's not that you have not received the word from the Lord, but it has not manifested. It has not yielded fruit in you because you have not obeyed. Many of us here, listen, we will carry the instruction of God for years without doing, and we will have no results. Are you here? If What God is demanding from us is what will shift us to the next season, is what will catapult you from that mountain, from that low level where you have been into, and you refuse to heed to the voice of the Lord. You will stay in that mountain and God will be God. You will stay in that season, month to month, year to year, and God will be glorified. The instructions of God is for our good, not for Him. It is for our good. He demands total submission from us. It will not make Him God. He is already God. If we decide to obey God, it will not make Him God. If we decide to disobey Him, it will not reduce Him from being God, but it will reduce us from being who we ought to be, or entering into what we ought to enter. Is God speaking to you? God is speaking to you tonight. That is why you are here. God is speaking to us. The Bible said that Mary said to them, whatever He asks you to do, do it. And I am saying to each and every one of us, whatever God asks you to do, do it. If it's whatever He has asked you to do through the word, through personal instructions, in whatever way, during your meditation, even as the word is going forth right now, do it. The Bible said, and Jesus said to the servants, go and fill the water pots. That was what Jesus said. And they obeyed. And when they came back, Jesus said to them, take from that pot and give to the master of the occasion. Listen, child of God, if they had refused to take from that cup, if they have from that pot, if they have taken from the pot but refused to give to the master of the occasion, miracle will not happen. There will be no wine. Jesus will be in your boat and you are not experiencing all of it. Jesus will be, because God is in us. Jesus will be in your family. He will be in your marriage, and you are still experiencing crisis. It is not because He's not God, but because you don't want to submit to His leading. Is God speaking to you? Yes, He's speaking to you. Jesus would have been Jesus would have been in that wedding. Even when He has spoken and nothing may happen, not because His word does not carry power, not because He does not have all the authority, but because that we don't want to align with Him. What instruction are you sitting on? What instruction are you sitting on? If the servant has taken the water but refused to give to the master of the occasion, nothing will happen. In fact, if they have taken the water and drank it by themselves, it will remain water, because that is not the plan of God. Jesus did not tell them, take the water and drink. Jesus said, take the water and give to the master of the occasion. Child of God, your obedience must be complete. Our obedience to God must be complete.